America and China, two global superpowers, located on opposite sides of the world under complete opposite forms of government, capitalism and communism. It would be no surprise that we would have drastically different cultures, ideals, or beliefs, considering our differences in government or religion. It would even be more unexpected to say that there are some similarities in our two cultures. These differences and similarities in our cultures are what connects us and makes us different or special as a people. I will be discussing these differences and similarities surrounding how we communicate, how we treat elders, and how we celebrate certain holidays. Communication differs with each culture and is a vital part of our culture. With each culture, different social cues or wording creates a very different image or is accepted as normal or odd and out of place. In American culture, we are very touchy. We might hug a complete stranger or put our arm around someone we barely even know. In a friendly manner, of course, but this may seem a bit odd or too close for comfort in Chinese culture. Well, this is seen as way too personal unless you're on a friend basis with the person. According to Tang and von Hinsberg, 2017, ChinaHighlights.com, constant eye contact may be interpreted in Chinese culture as rebellious to authority, and it's much more acceptable to use occasional or brief eye contact in social situations where you are speaking to authority. Whereas in America, this is seen as attentive or a show of interest. This shows how even small parts of conversation are different across cultures. However, we seem to find common ground in celebrations. Often, the main part of cultures we tend to focus on is how we celebrate certain holidays. This, once again, is a very important part of different peoples, as it shows what we care about or think is worthy of our time and effort in order to celebrate. New Year's celebration is a massive event in the U.S. It is simply the celebration of a new year and change. Coincidentally, China celebrates the coming of a new year, as they are as involved as we are, if not more, in its celebration. One of the main attractions or ways of celebrating New Year's is fireworks, and both China and the U.S. utilize fireworks in their celebration, but for different reasons. According to Chinese New Year 2017, fireworks are used in Chinese New Year to chase away evil spirits, and like us, celebrate the coming New Year. In short, New Year's is an important part of our culture and we pass down through each generation. What age group do you think of when I say the words wisdom, experience? What is required to gain these? The answer is time, and with time comes age. I'm speaking of the elderly. Elders in Chinese culture hold a high position of power and are to be shown respect, and lots of it. According to WC 2007, July 16th, How China Respects Its Elders, the elderly are even prioritized in terms of greetings, as they should be addressed before anyone else. In American culture, the elderly are to be treated with respect, but not in the same way. A way we might show respect is opening a door for them or helping them cross the street. Regardless, Chinese culture puts the elderly on a higher pedestal than ours, as they go to greater lengths to accommodate them. In fact, in China, to place an elderly person in a retirement home is seen as an abandonment of your family, which is dishonorable as opposed to America, where it's very common to not seen as odd. As you can see, even though there are some major differences between American and Chinese cultures, there are some similarities as well. Considering America and China both are two of the most influential countries in the world, I felt it was important to compare and contrast our cultures. This shows that even though two peoples / cultures can be halfway across the world, we can still find common ground and see what connects us culturally.